United States is home to many unique ecosystems, and some of its islands have become havens for animals that can't be found anywhere else on Earth. From remote Pacific outposts to secluded coastal sanctuaries, these islands are home to species that have evolved in isolation, developing traits and behaviors unseen elsewhere. Follow us for more amazing stories. In this video, we'll take a closer look at 7 US islands where animals live like nowhere else on Earth. Get ready to discover species that are as rare as they are fascinating, with some found only on a single island. Let's begin our journey to these isolated animal havens. One, San Juan Islands, Washington. The San Juan Islands are a beautiful archipelago in the northwest corner of Washington state. This region is home to the critically endangered southern resident killer whales, a population that spends much of its time in the waters surrounding these islands. The orcas in the San Juan Islands are unique, both in their diet and behavior. They are known for their distinct vocalizations and specific hunting techniques that are adapted to local prey like salmon. Aside from the orcas, the San Juan Islands are home to a variety of seabirds, harbor seals and sea lions, all thriving in the rich coastal ecosystem. The island's relative isolation has allowed these species to evolve in ways that are completely unique to the region. The San Juan Islands also offer a rare opportunity for ecotourism, where visitors can see these animals in their natural habitat. Efforts to protect the southern resident killer whales are ongoing, with initiatives focused on reducing boat noise and protecting their food sources. The orcas' bond with these waters is so strong that they are often referred to as the ambassadors of the San Juans. For those looking to experience animals in a completely unique setting, the San Juan Islands are a must-visit destination. 2. The Channel Islands, California. Off the coast of Southern California lies the Channel Islands, a group of 8 islands that are home to a host of unique wildlife. One of the most remarkable species found here is the island fox, a small, fox-like animal that has evolved separately from mainland foxes. The island fox is one of the smallest fox species in the world and exhibits unique behavior and physical traits due to its isolated existence. The Channel Islands are also home to the endangered island scrub jay, a bird species that has been isolated for thousands of years. Due to the island's geographic isolation, these animals have developed distinct behaviors, diets, and physical characteristics. Other unique species include the endangered California sea lion, which haunts the waters around the Channel Islands, and the island's diverse marine life, including kelp forests and giant sea bass. The Channel Islands National Park protects these ecosystems, ensuring the preservation of its rare species. The combination of isolation and protection has allowed animals like the island fox to thrive, making the Channel Islands a wildlife lover's paradise. These islands are living proof of how isolation can shape the evolution of species, creating ecosystems found nowhere else on Earth. 3. The Hawaiian Islands, Hawaii. The Hawaiian Islands are perhaps the most famous U.S. islands when it comes to unique wildlife. The isolation of Hawaii, located in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, has resulted in some of the most diverse and unusual ecosystems on the planet. Hawaii is home to a number of endemic species, meaning they are found nowhere else on Earth. The Hawaiian monk seal is one such species, an endangered seal that can only be found in Hawaiian waters. These seals have adapted to life on the sandy beaches of the islands, where they haul themselves ashore to rest and give birth. The islands also host the endangered Hawaiian crow, or alala, which has only recently been reintroduced into the wild after decades of conservation efforts. Hawaii's plants are equally remarkable, with many species like the silversword plant found only on these islands. The island's remoteness has allowed for the evolution of these unique creatures and plants, but it has also left them vulnerable to threats like invasive species. Conservation efforts are critical in Hawaii, as many of its endemic species face extinction due to habitat loss and introduced predators. The Hawaiian Islands are a testament to the wonders of evolution and the fragility of isolated ecosystems. 4. The Florida Keys, Florida. The Florida Keys are a chain of islands known for their stunning coral reefs, clear waters, and unique wildlife. One of the most iconic species found here is the key deer, a small, endangered species of white-tailed deer that lives only in the Florida Keys. The key deer is so isolated that it has evolved to be much smaller than its mainland relatives. Other unique wildlife in the Florida Keys includes the American crocodile, which is found in the region's coastal waters and mangrove forests. The Keys are also home to a wide variety of tropical fish, sea turtles, and bird species, all adapted to the subtropical climate. The coral reefs surrounding the islands host some of the most diverse marine life in the world. While many species are thriving, the Florida Keys face numerous challenges, including rising sea levels and invasive species. The Florida Keys National Wildlife Refuges play a vital role in preserving these unique habitats. These islands provide an opportunity to see animals that have adapted to one of the most unique ecosystems in the U.S. The Florida Keys are truly a place where animals live like nowhere else on Earth. 5. The Galapagos of the U.S., the Northwestern Hawaiian Islands, Hawaii. Though they're part of Hawaii, the Northwestern Hawaiian Islands are so remote that they've been called the Galapagos of the U.S. These isolated islands, including Midway Atoll, are a haven for seabirds, marine life, and other species that have remained largely untouched by humans. Midway Atoll is especially famous for being home to millions of Laysan albatrosses, birds known for their massive wingspans. The islands are also home to the endangered Hawaiian monk seal, which comes ashore to rest and give birth. The unique flora and fauna of the northwestern Hawaiian Islands have evolved in isolation, creating ecosystems that are found nowhere else. The islands' isolation and lack of human influence have made them a sanctuary for wildlife, though they face increasing threats from climate change and human activity. Efforts to preserve this area are underway, with protections aimed at keeping the islands safe for future generations of wildlife. The northwestern Hawaiian Islands are a reminder of how remote ecosystems can provide the perfect conditions for unique species to thrive. 6. Kodiak Island, Alaska. Kodiak Island is home to one of the most famous and largest bear species in the world, the Kodiak bear. These massive bears are closely related to the grizzly bear, but have developed distinctive traits, including larger size, due to the island's abundant food supply. Kodiak Island is a remote and rugged place with dense forests, wild rivers, and beaches teeming with wildlife. Other animals on Kodiak include sea otters, bald eagles, and a variety of marine life like salmon and seals. The island is a haven for those looking to experience wildlife up close, but it's also an important area for conservation efforts. Kodiak's isolation has allowed its bears and other species to evolve in ways that set them apart from mainland counterparts. The island's wild beauty and unique ecosystems make it a place where animals live like nowhere else on Earth. 7. Catalina Island, California. Catalina Island is a popular tourist destination off the coast of Southern California. But beyond its beauty, it's also home to a unique species of bison. Bison were brought to Catalina Island in the 1920s for a movie, and since then they've established a thriving population. Catalina's bison are now a symbol of the island and its ecosystem, which includes other wildlife like foxes, skunks, and a variety of bird species. The island's ecosystem is isolated enough that these animals have adapted to their environment in unique ways. Additionally, Catalina Island hosts an array of native plants and marine life, making it an important ecological hotspot. Efforts to protect the island's wildlife and their habitats are crucial to maintaining the balance of this isolated ecosystem. Catalina Island is an example of how an island can shape the lives of its animal inhabitants, creating a community that thrives like nowhere else. These 7 U.S. islands are truly unique, each offering a glimpse into ecosystems where animals live in isolation and evolve in ways that set them apart. From the islands of Hawaii to the shores of Florida and beyond, these places are havens for wildlife that can't be found anywhere else on Earth. But with their remote beauty comes the challenge of preserving these habitats from the impacts of climate change and human interference. By supporting conservation efforts, we can ensure that the unique species on these islands continue to thrive for generations to come. These islands prove that when nature is left to its own devices, extraordinary things can happen. Let's continue to protect these animal sanctuaries, ensuring that their unique inhabitants can live like nowhere else on Earth.